It's the place, no more doubts, the time is coming. You'll have a planet, become one like a drum. Destiny's calling, German, Colombian, Spanish and French. Off the bench, you gotta own it.
Hi and welcome to Rama at University of Bradford. I'm Daniel and today we've just had the coffee house sessions here in the Union and we've just had Natalie, sorry about that.
It's okay.
Natalie's just done her set outside, so if you missed that, it will be going up on our Mixcloud later today, so you can listen back to that at any time you want. So Natalie, how did you find the performance at first?
I loved it. Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, we had really great audience, lots of engaging, lots of interaction. I got someone up to take a selfie with me. That was fun.
You got someone took a selfie with you?
Yeah.
Did you use a stick or not?
No, I didn't have a stick on me. I should have used a stick, but I wasn't prepared. It was a spontaneous thing. Right. And he said, "Can I put my arm around you?" And I'm like, "Okay."
Because I know you've got one of your sponsors, Honor. They've got the selfie sticks. I was just wondering, they use their selfie stick to take it with you?
Yeah, well,
that's how I think so.
Well, you know what? That would have been good if I had rehearsed it or prepared it, but I wasn't prepared for it. So next one, I'm on my way to Leeds after this, so I'll prepare myself with a selfie stick for the next one.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
sounds good. Yeah. So is this your first time in Bradford? Is it?
It is.
Yeah. What's your kind of opinion of the Union and Bradford itself?
Oh my gosh, we were so rushed to get here. I feel like I just need half an hour to just walk around and have a look. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, all I've seen is the coffee house. All I could say is it's really beautiful and the people are really lovely and the sound guys were amazing. So
that's good to hear. Thanks. So you've been doing music for quite some time now.
I have. Yeah.
Who are the artists that you would say kind of influenced your music?
I have a lot of different influences. Mostly my parents influenced my musical choices growing up when I was quite little. And because I've got an Italian Maltese background, I grew up listening to a lot of Italian music. And then my dad was obsessed with Elvis Presley, so we heard all of that. And my mum loved Gloria Estefan, Whitney Houston, like all the divas, because she used to sing. And then when I got old enough to discover music of my own, I decided to just, discover music that my parents didn't listen to. And one of my best friends at the time, his dad had a full shelf of records and they were all just jazz and soul records with trumpet players and Miles Davis and B.B. King.
Great. Wow, that's a lot of old tracks there and records.
Yeah. And my mum had a vinyl player at home. So I used to just take these records home, put my headphones on and just listen. And it was just bliss, And I think that the jazz stuff has had a big influence on me. Definitely.
Oh, that sounds good. Like I say, especially listening to vinyls. I'd love to have a vinyl player right now.
Oh, you can get them really easily now. They're really cheap.
Yeah, I've started trying to find one. I've got my parents had records from times, like you say, but I hadn't actually listened to vinyls, so it'd be great to actually get one.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're brilliant. So I say you've had a big influence from your family side. So you say your family's always been musical. Interested in that. So obviously you've got future plans. So I heard that you mentioned outside. You've got singles, an album, is it you got coming up?
Yes. So at the moment, if you go online, it's a little bit all over the place. So you have to look for it. So I realized yesterday that I have an album out that I didn't realize I had released, and it was about a year ago, and it's called Electric Field.
All right.
So if you look that up, that will give you an insight to my electronic experiences of music, because I wrote that when I was traveling through Germany.
All right, nice.
And it's all I did it on Logic, and it's just me jamming, writing with electronic beats and stuff. So that's called Electric Field, and it's on Google Play.
All right.
Yeah, and I've also got a single out called Freaky as well on YouTube.
Nice. That's quite good, actually. The fact that not knowing that you've got an album out is aren't you meant to? You're kind of supposed to know these things, aren't you? But you say, I've got an album. Let's get it out there.
Well, you know what happened? I always think to myself, I've got to have a record deal to put something out, or I've got to have a manager, or I've got to have this. But now you can just put stuff out. Do you know what I mean? You don't need to have that unless you want to have, a massive PR behind you and all that kind of stuff, which I will do and I am doing.
Yeah.
But this was more like a side project that I just did on my own. And I did the artwork and everything with a friend. And so it's just for me, it's just something that I just always wanted to have out there, but I wasn't sure if it was any good, if people would like it. So I don't know. You can tell me what you think.
Yeah. It's one of those things, isn't it? It's like most artists these days are found out by, like you say, YouTube and that.
Yeah.
So you just put it out there and see what people think. And if it's good, it gets out, word gets around.
Exactly. So I think I might put it on Spotify as well.
It sounds like a good idea, that
Yeah.
does, yeah. Would you say fame's changed you at all from like younger to now?
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely.
In what ways would you say?
Well, the biggest thing for me is finding who I was before I was famous. Because when you get famous, you have so many people around you all the time telling you what to do and what to say. And it's not because you have to say it, but it's almost like it's just a pressure that is the industry, because the media and the people demand it and expect it, and you've just got to deliver, straight away. And you can lose who you are. You can lose your soul within that whole process. And I honestly have to say that I think I did at one point. And even though I loved it so much, if I ever become famous again, I know now what I'm going to do to remain honest and true to who I am.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah, it's a matter of fact of trying to keep true to yourself, so you know who you are.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I've mentioned about, like, say, impressions of Bradford, which was good. How did you get involved with the coffee house sessions? Because I know you were in Huddersfield early today and you're going through to Leeds, and the guys from Honour said that you're going up to Newcastle and Edinburgh in a few days.
Yeah.
So how did you get involved with the coffee house sessions?
Well, coffee house sessions came about basically with Honour, because my partnership with Honour's a brand, Honour's the phone brand, and talking about being true to yourself and honouring who you are and everything. Well, while I was going through that whole process of discovering that I need to honour who I was before to move forward, I was introduced to Honour. I'm now an ambassador for them, and they are supporting me on this tour. So they want to reach people with their phones as well, and in turn support me to, relaunch myself again. So we thought coffee house sessions would be the best way to initiate that.
Yeah, because it gets you out and about and gets them out. Because
exactly,
I've never heard of them before, and now because obviously they've come in on tour with you, they can get themselves out across the country. Which helps obviously you and them at the same time.
Absolutely, and people should know about these phones because they are amazing. Like, the battery lasts all day, even sometimes 2 days if you don't use it a lot. But I mean, I'm tweeting, Instagramming, Facebook. Like, on this tour, I've been using it pretty much all the time, tweeting and everything.
So
and
just show me, like, the features of the phone as well.
Oh,
what you can do, especially with the camera. That is amazing.
Yeah, the camera is awesome. Yeah.
So it's kind of intriguing me. Do I go for it?
I could go for it. You got nothing to lose. It's only a couple $100 quid. And if you sign up, you get 100 quid off or something.
I've signed up and it said, I think it's like free phone, which they were doing.
Yeah.
So I've also got some of the brand wear here. I've got one of the...
Oh, cool.
The
wristbands.
I've got...
You can wear... Don't feel like you need to wear the T-shirt out. You can wear it to bed. I wear mine to bed.
I've got one of the... coffee mug.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Mat and t-shirt.
Awesome. You're set. All you need in life.
All I need is the phone.
Now all you need is the phone and you'll be set.
Indeed, I would be. Yeah. Just some feedback from your bit of your earlier life. You participated in Australian Idol.
Yes.
Back in 2007. How did you feel kind of going into that competition at first?
That's such a good question. No one's asked me that yet. So that's really exciting. Okay, so think about it like this. I've been writing music for a really long time in my bedroom. I've been doing lots of corporate gigs, not really come out to the public with anything. Stopped doing corporate gigs, went back to Melbourne and thought, I'm going to start a band with my original music. I'm going to play piano for the first time, and I was 25. So we got the band together, we did some shows, and it started to build momentum. Like, we started to build a peer. All our peers were coming, like friends and stuff. And I thought, maybe this is a good idea for me to go on Australian Idol, because I had so many people telling me, like my family for years. I went to America and did shows over there, and people were saying, you should go on American Idol. At first, I was like, no way. There is no way in hell I'm doing this show. 4 years I was rebelling against it.
4 years.
4
That's
years.
a long time.
Yeah.
So what changed your mind to do it then?
Well, I just wanted to do a quick, fast route because I thought I'm 24. I'm getting old now. 25, my career's going to be over. I should just do this show so I can get famous, you know? Seriously, that's what I was thinking. And I thought I'm ready. I've got my voice ready. I've got great songs, you know, let's just do it. And I thought exposure. So I went on it. And I was freaking out. I wanted to do a reggae version of a Christina Aguilera song. And they came back to me and they said, "Are you on drugs?" And I said, "No, I just want to do it. I think it'd be cool." And they didn't let me do it. So I had to sing the Christina Aguilera song, like straight up how she does it.
Yeah.
And that scared the hell out of me. And I did a really bad job. I got really depressed and thought, I'm not going to be able to win this. I'm not even going to be able to get through, let alone, you know, get to the finals. Anyway, they have this thing called the wild card. And they picked me out. The judges picked me out to give me another go. So I thought, okay, they're giving me a second chance here. So maybe I should take it, choose a better song, something that suits me, and maybe I can do really well with this and take it seriously. And I chose Feeling Good by Nina Simone.
Oh, that is a lovely song.
Yeah, and that did it for me because I really connected with the music and I was able to get into the emotion of it. And through the whole show, I conquered every single fear I think I could have conquered at that time.
I was going to say you would have gone through a lot of different emotions going through it.
You got to not think about what people think. You got to not care about what people think. And it's really hard in this day and age to not care what people think because you've got Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and it's constantly about your ego and it's very narcissistic at times, you know. It's, oh, look at me, I'm this, I'm that, I want to be famous, blah, blah, blah. And that's how it was. And I had to break free from that to actually win.
Yeah, so that was going to be my next thing. What were the kind of more emotions? Because obviously you went through emotions going through the competition. Then you actually won the Australian Idol. So what was the kind of emotion that turned around and said your name? Was like, what kind of rushed through you?
Well, I looked at the host and I said, "Are you sure?" And he turned around and he goes, "Gauci, I'm sure. I don't make up shit like this." And I was like, "Oops."
It's fine.
He actually said that on TV. Okay. He said those words. You could have a look at it on YouTube. Wow. And Australians are a bit free like that. Yeah. Sorry.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
But the fact that you kind of said like that, it's like I'm thinking you didn't have a rush. You just turn around and say, "Did I win?"
Yeah, I wasn't. Well, because that was Matt.
Just like a general question. Did I actually win?
Yeah, well, Matt Corby was next to me and he was 17 and cute and all the girls liked him and I thought, he's definitely going to win this. But he didn't. But he's still amazing and he's done very, very well. So.
Well, thanks for coming along, and your set was brilliant. So I was listening to it from the studio. You had a brilliant set, and thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much for having me. I've had a really, really good time, and this interview's been awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, hope you enjoyed Leeds just as much, and the rest of your coffee house tour.
Thank you.
So thank you for having us. So we're just going to go straight on for songs here. Thank you again, and we'll see you next week for the next coffee house session.